You need to pay the late the fee. My team name is so weird, man. Welcome to the video. Here I'm going to be going through my fantasy Premier League team for game week 2 into game week 3. Ooh, let's have a look at it. If you want to join the league, the code is this. Feel free to join in, and I will be calling out the best team of the game week. See what squad selection you have and see how any kind of players from that squad I'll learn from, and pop into my squad if I feel like it's going to improve. 60 points is 9 points above the average, but my squad was, let's make me smaller. Here's my squad from last week. So Robin Roofs, 1 point, 2-0 defeat did not help. Dan Ballard only played, I think, 9 minutes. So 1 point. Murillo, 1 point. Virgil van Dijk, I think, got what's it called? Defensive contribution value. So he did a good job defensively overall, but obviously 2 goals conceded sees him with 3 points. And same with Kerekes, 2 goals conceded, 1 point. So my defense this week was horrid. Not great at all. Enzo Laffy came off the bench yet again. Not many minutes played, 27 minutes, 1 point. Matomo played the full game, but lost in a 2-0 defeat to Everton, which again, that was quite a surprise to me going into it. I didn't think Everton would put in a performance like they did. Matoma getting a couple of points here and there. This is just a bad week for them. I'm not going to overly panic with that. And same to the, to be fair, I think Villa need a good game coming up soon, because Tillemans has had 2 points and the week before was barely any. So bad choice in that one. Etitike got 9 points. Obviously, really good goal against Newcastle. Really good goal against Newcastle. I can't see him dropping out of my squad. I might even captain him at some point, but obviously captaining him over Gyökeres or João Pedro at the moment doesn't make that much sense. So my front side of the pitch is what got me the points. Goals got me points. So I need to find players who are scoring goals outside of forwards. That's where I need to start looking at swapping the squad around a bit. You got Johnson on the bench again, and again getting good points. So he's starting for me this week, and I'm going to probably put him over Enzo Laffy. Cucurella, he got 5 points on the bench. Again, if I swapped him with any of the defenders, he would have picked up at least 4 more points for me. So again, slight disappointment in myself in that. Cole Palmer is injured, so terrible choice for captain. I'm not really sure why that wasn't announced sooner, but it was like the yellow triangle with the 75% chance of playing. I was still in hope. That is now definitely not an option. That was my squad. Now, in the Gaming in a Goal League, the best team of the week was Noah's Arca, ran by Glenn Dorwood. Really, really solid performance across the board here. Some similar selections to myself. A captaincy on Semenyo. Semenyo has had a couple of good performances already this season. So here's his full profile. He's on 21 points. I think Antoine Semenyo is a good choice for us going forward. The only caveat is he's playing Spurs this week, and Spurs are doing pretty good. So there's a good viable choice for replacing one of my players. The top 3 players for Noah's Arca squad was João Pedro, Gyökeres and Semenyo. Actually, technically it was Saar because he had 8 points, but he captained Semenyo, which got him 12 points. So yeah, solid performance, 67 points, just 7 points ahead of me on my total. Again, juggling bench around and stuff like that. This is how the fantasy Premier League works. You never really know what's going to happen and how many points are going to get distributed. So it's just best guess who you think is going to play well this week. And 67 points, not far off the mark from my perspective. Now, what I want to do is transfer. I have an additional budget of 3 million. So I still have the rule of having 3 Sunderland players in my squad at all times. I don't want to take a points deduction. So I know Ballard is injured for the next 3 weeks. I know that is a fact. But here is a huge amount of cash and capital I can switch in the middle of the park. You've got 10.5 million available for transferring out Cole Palmer. So I'm going to get rid of Cole Palmer. Unfortunately, he's going to be out for an undisclosed amount of time. So who can we have in replacement for Cole Palmer, who's currently performing? Semenyo was a good shout earlier on. So why isn't it doing this? Select replacement. Oh, should we see who auto pick is? Auto pick puts Semenyo in there. I think that's a sign. I'll go with it. Do you know what? I'll go with it. It does mean I've got an additional 6.3 million budget for when I do swap around players in future. Make transfers. Yeah, we're gonna stick to it. Semenyo is our choice. Palmer out, Semenyo in. Let's go. That's my 1 free sub done this week. It's just about squad selection now. Semenyo is captain. Do you know what? Let's go for it. I'm going to actually also put on Johnson for Enzo Lafay. Enzo Lafay has been coming off the bench and getting half an hour here and there, so I'm not quite happy with that. And Kukureya and Virgil. I think Virgil always has a solid performance regardless of how many goals go in. I'm going to keep Roofs in rather than putting Enzo on the pitch, so there's that. And Bizart is obviously getting ignored, so Cucurella playing against Fulham. I do think Chelsea should be keeping a clean sheet against Fulham. I'm going to say, because Aston Villa is struggling at the moment, I'm going to take off Tielemans and put Cucurella in, so we've got a 4-3-3 formation. That's my team for this week. Let me know your thoughts. Would you do anything different? Yeah, that's it. Cool. See you later. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.